What's up, guys, and welcome back to EBFG TV. We're here for another match preview. The Sounders head north to Vancouver to take on the Vancouver Whitecaps. Brian, it's the first Cascadia match of the year. Are you excited?
I mean, always for Cascadia Cup matches. Maybe a little less so for Vancouver than Portland.
Yeah.
But I also just love the city of Vancouver, so I'm stoked to get to go up there for any excuse, really.
Yeah,
but,
Vancouver's super nice.
No, it should be a good one. We're both two teams that are kind of underperforming, based on expectations coming into the season. And so Cascadia Cup aside, it's just kind of a big match in terms of momentum in the league. And both teams are really going to want these 3 points. I'm expecting a pretty intense game out there.
I am too. It's definitely going to be interesting. Vancouver coming off their disappointing Champions League exit, which you mentioned earlier, so I'll give you credit for that, for reminding me of it. But yeah, both teams kind of in this weird spot where they haven't exactly been stellar. It hasn't been a super exciting start to the season in the league for both teams. So it'll definitely be interesting tomorrow. It's always interesting when we play Vancouver, and it'll definitely be interesting to play against Freddie Montero for the first time.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one for me.
Yeah, well, it'll definitely be interesting to see. I don't know. It'll just be weird. Like, it's weird enough to see him in a different team's jersey. It's even weirder to see him in a Whitecaps jersey.
Yeah, I'm not going to go too into that whole situation, but he wanted to come back here, and we essentially said no. So
yeah, what a bunch of savages.
it happens. But
yeah,
I'm glad he could at least come back and be like close to his family. Vancouver is not that far from Seattle. He's got a lot of family here now. So it worked out the best, I guess, in terms of the interests of everyone involved. It's just, as a Sounders fan and kind of a Freddie fan since back in the day, a little bit of a bummer. But
no, I think that'll definitely add an interesting layer to the game. There's already so many kind of layers this game has. It's a big rivalry game. It's the Cascadia Cup. It's early on in the season. It's a Friday night, which is kind of a different time slot that we're not completely used to. But I'm excited. It's always these road games are always kind of fun because they're away games, but they're not as harsh as a lot of the other away games. And I feel like the team performs a lot better in Portland and Vancouver than they do in a lot of other away cities because of its proximity to Seattle. So,
not in Portland last year, but we won't go into that.
Saying compared to New England and Orlando. Well, I say Orlando. The only time we've played there, we won. But some of the other further away trips, they definitely seem to perform better as a whole. What do you expect tomorrow? What do you think we're going to see from the Sounders?
Like lineup-wise, or just in terms of...
Just in general, but yeah, sure, lineup-wise.
I mean, I think lineup-wise we'll probably see fairly similar to what we saw. I don't think we were necessarily bad against San Jose. We certainly weren't overly impressive either. But I think you got to stick with some of those guys. I think it's early days in the season. There's just going to be some rough games. And like we said in our San Jose preview, we always just seem to have rough games down in San Jose where just weird things happen. So I'm just kind of discounting that whole thing. But I think we'll see a very similar team to that. And I think in terms of intensity, it's going to be 2 to 3 times more intense from the guys. And I think we're going to see the same from the Whitecaps too. So it's going to be a really fun one.
It is going to be a fun game. I didn't get to see the San Jose game, sadly. So I heard it was kind of a block game. But yeah, I think tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be some really good soccer. I'm definitely excited. Predictions, let's get right into it. What do you think is going to happen?
I'm going to give 2 predictions. One's my head prediction and one's my heart prediction.
Okay.
Head prediction, I'm actually going to, for the first time, not pick an unfavorable result for us. And I'm going to say 2-1 Vancouver.
Ooh.
But heart prediction, 3-0 Sounders win.
Are you trying to reverse jinx it?
No, I just have this feeling about this game. I don't know. And I think it's going to be Freddie who gets the winner for them.
Oh. You're killing me.
I have this weird feeling about this game, but
no, I get you.
We'll see. How about you?
I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going to say a draw. Maybe that's my own way of trying to reverse jinx it a little bit. But yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty tight game. I think both teams are going to get gonna get an early goal. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 1-1 at halftime or even 2-1 at halftime. I'm going to say there's going to be a late equalizer. I don't know which team. I'm not going to predict that, but I think a late equalizer is going to be something we'll see tomorrow night. If it's from Freddie, SMH.
In terms of more specific predictions, I don't know which team's going to score it, but I also have a feeling we're going to see a pretty ridiculous free kick goal. That's
Interesting. A free kick goal. We saw kind of a ridiculous indirectly free
sort
kick
of,
goal
yeah.
last week. Yeah, but
There was a lot of luck involved in that one, to be fair.
there was, yeah, that was something else that Nicolas Lodeiro got his foot on that ball. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was partly right place, right time. Obviously, a ridiculous strike and a fortunate bounce to land where it did. But yeah, that was an exciting one to watch. So hopefully we'll see something like that, but maybe without the heart attacks that we had at the end of that San Jose game there.
All right, guys, we heard it here first. 2-2, 2-1 Vancouver, or 3-0 Sounders, whichever one. Take your pick. What's your favorite? Comment down below. Tell us your predictions for this match, or tell us on Twitter at EBFG TV. Thanks as always for watching. We will see you after the game in Vancouver.